Something like that. There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday. We were off on Friday, uh, traveling, didn't get back to you. So let's start off the week with a little virtual happy hour from Kansas City, USA. Here we go. Let's roll the open in 3, 2, 1. Not really sure what that was, to be honest with you. That was supposed to be. Did I play? Okay, it's showing up. Okay, it did show up. It's not showing up my end, but it did show up there. So glad you're along. I'm kind of. It's a bit of an odd spot. Wheels are off. You may recognize this room. You may not. We did this show obviously starting it last March. But if you've ever watched any of my shows from Kansas City during the baseball season, you'd recognize this room sort of. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty much the same without all the decorations and it's the shelf's gone. But this is the broadcast booth in Kansas City. And first off, glad you're along. Good to see you, Steve and Jennifer out there. I often find that when you're scuffling, when you're having a up and down time, obviously time with your maker and prayer and things of that nature and family are very important. And then for me, sometimes the best therapy for me is to be where I'm the most in my game in my life. And besides either being at home with my wife or my church, this is pretty much it, the ballpark. And they're busy. I'm going to give you guys some shots in a moment. Busy. This ballpark here in Kansas City, Legends area here, Field of Legends, where the Monarchs are going to be playing this year, and also the women's professional soccer team. And I'm going to show you in a moment. The soccer pitch is down where the baseball would be, but you're going to see a little bit more of this studio setup going forward because I'll be doing Kansas City shows in here and select shows here. I mentioned I was going to go around town and shoot a couple of places that I like to spend time at, but with the weekend and all the different things over the weekend, this is what I needed. So the ballpark is it, and it's supposed to get kind of cold up here too. So anyway, glad you're along on a Monday. Good to see Matt there in Australia. Good to see you, mate. Good on you. Had a pretty good weekend, but it kind of ended kind of crappy. So that's kind of one reason I had to be out here because I couldn't be in a cubicle and shoot it, or even from the apartment, from the house. Not able to shoot from home in Big D. So anyway, to recap, we didn't do Friday because I was traveling. So we owe you a beer taste. We hope to do that this Friday with the wife and I. We're a little early, too, because I want to get this done and get it rolling because they're going to do a walkthrough here about 6 o'clock for the soccer team. So they're going to be, because the soccer team actually plays a week from tonight, women's team here in Kansas City. And they're going to do a walkthrough, and I want to be kind of out of the way and be done. So I want to get a little early start. Plus, I'm starving. Pineapple for lunch just didn't last me. But anyway, mentioned I got off the plane on Friday. Wife and I went to the Ranger game. It was kind of one of those spur of the moment decisions. We thought, you know what? We were at the FW airport. Let's go left. We'll go this direction toward Grapevine and then through the mid-cities and go down 360, which is what we did. Bought some tickets on the way. Had a great time at the Ranger game. And then we went and saw our friend, Little Joy Thompson, who works at a place called Ozona there on Greenville. And actually, he wasn't there. We went there and had some post-game snacks. Then we went to see him at a place called Shuck and Jive. We were out a little late on Friday. That used to be, no problem. But after a long day in KC, a busy day on Friday, and then that flying home, I was a little dragging on Saturday. Saturday, I had a great time with the friends, the Fanes, and also our good friend Kaylin. Love seeing them. I went to Fernando's, which is our Saturday night staple. Just kicked it with the wife. Had a great church service yesterday. The Men of Nehemiah, which is a ministry of to men, ministry of men who are rebounding on that. They're down their luck of rebounding. A lot of them are former. Some of them are former incarcerated. Some have had substance abuse. Some have been homeless. Some have been a combination of all those things. It's a men's ministry there in Dallas. Phenomenal. These guys do a great job in telling not only their life story through their religion, through their faith, but also the entertaining. And we had a really cool service after the service. It was a little 12 to 12:30 kettle corn and water out in the church lawn and there on Northwest Highway. And it was great to see these guys perform. So that was a high. We were all excited, and wife and I went to lunch. Only bad thing is, I think I mentioned this to you a while back. Our poor little kitty had been up and down. And right before we went to Belize, she had a bit of a strange episode. She climbed up on the counter and she was kind of wobbly. And I thought she was kind of stuck on like some tape like from an Amazon package. Turns out she had some kind of a vestibular issue and she got down off the counter. And a few minutes later, she was fine. We didn't take her to the vet. We were a little worried, but we had a pet sitter with her and Max, the dog, and she was fine the whole time we were gone in Belize. I came back. We were back a couple of days, and she had a bit of a spell. She was kind of, cats, when they don't feel good, kind of go, cats are usually do their own thing anyway. They're not like dogs. They're not in your business. Cats will go hide for hours, and that's what they do. And she's one of those that would hide forever. Then when we're home, she's around. Well, she had an issue. She was not good. And I got to see Lori out there. But after a couple of days, my wife took her to the vet, got her some fluids and did some tests. Her blood work was fine. Thought she might have some tumors, weren't really sure, but they hadn't done any MRI on their head. But in general, she was okay, except she's old. Okay, she's old. Anyway, she snaps out of it. She's back to her old self. So we spend, that had been after Belize. So then we go to Easter down in Padre. Caroline stayed with her. She was fine, and she was fine and dandy. She had a short episode, I guess, that week. Did she or did she not? I think she had 3 episodes. And this final one she had over the weekend began on Friday. She was fine. My wife sent me a picture on Friday of the cat in the shower. And then 2 days later, we had to put her down. But it was just odd. Old, obviously, but she was really a mess on Saturday. Then on Sunday, wasn't responsive at all. So we had to take her to the emergency vet and make that call. And it's something that no one wants to make. Nobody wants to make those calls. But family members, which are animals, dogs, cats, I mean, it's one of those tough things. And I think the hardest thing for me was seeing my wife and seeing Caroline so upset. I was more mad than anything else because she had snapped out of it. Again, I mean, this is a cat that week before I came to Kansas City, she was in there, wanted to climb in the shower in the morning. I mean, that's her bit. She was, we were cooking dinner and she's climbing all over the place. I mean, she was fine. A little slower because she was older, but anyway. So that was the end of the weekend. So coming back last night was a heavy-hearted, but I will say this to you. Met a really nice woman in the line at the airport, checking in there at Love Field. And I usually don't fly Southwest. I usually fly American, but I flew Southwest this week. And had a nice conversation with the Monarchs as we were waiting to get in the plane. Then I sat down. I got in the front row, and this gentleman sat next to me, and I was reading my book out. And I was kind of in that zone where it had been a real crappy day. It had been a great day that turned crappy, and I was just really, I didn't feel good about leaving the wife and Caroline. I just didn't feel good about it. And having put the cat down and watched her take her last breath, it was just a real crappy day. And the gentleman asked me, I was wearing my championship ring, and he asked me what the ring was from. And turns out, we had to start a conversation. He turns out to be a scout with the Blue Jays. A big time scout, not just their scouts are pretty important, but he is a national, basically what you call a cross checker. He was going out, and of course the draft in baseball usually is in June, but they moved it in July. But right now they're scouting heavily, kids in college, high school, all that. So he was scouting. He was actually flying to Kansas City to watch a high school kid pitch here in the area. And he was actually from Florida, but he'd been all around. He was telling me where he'd been traveling around, and we knew some common people. And of course, Paul Morgan, my mate over in Australia, is a huge Blue Jays fan. This guy who lived down in Sarasota. Anyway, I usually, I talk for a living. So a lot of times when I'm not on the air, I kind of want to relax, especially, and I didn't bring my headphones. I left my headphones in my office at home. So I didn't have my noise canceling headphones. It usually means, well, just leave me alone, right? Well, I didn't have headphones on. I was reading my Monarchs book. And I think there's a reason why I left those at home, because this gentleman and I chatted, and we had a great conversation about baseball. And it got my mind sort of off what had gone on for the tail end of the day. And I thanked him for that. Again, we traded business cards, had a nice chat and all that. And he was where the shuttle for the parking place I go to and where the rental car shuttles go are at the same spot. We chatted there. Anyway, there's a reason why I left my headphones at home. Because I told I even texted my wife when I got on the plane, dang, I left my headphones at home. And the little earbuds are fine, but they don't really block out they're not noise canceling. And so anyway, I got my little travel bit. I left them at home. There's a reason why. And I think that there was definitely a reason why I did. And it's neat to meet this guy and chat about baseball, and kept me sort of, kept me kind of on the track. When I landed, I was in a little better place. I went and had some dinner and a couple of adult beverages and felt better. Still, don't get me wrong. I didn't blow it off. I was still upset and still sad this morning and all that. And again, I think it's more or less, it's like a lot like the same feeling I had when my dad passed. It wasn't so much me that I was upset about. I wasn't upset for me. I was upset with the folks around me who were upset. And that day, my brothers and my sister and my dad's wife and all that. So that was kind of my feeling too. I was more mad that day, and I was a little bit mad about the cat. I mean, she's an animal, but it got me thinking. And this is where I'm coming from about this whole thing. Divine, no doubt, Mike. I don't doubt that at all. I mean, I really believe. I mean, I mentioned in my text to my wife, I left my headphones at home. And she was like, dang it. And I remember going, ugh, because my thing is I wanted to read my book, and I wanted to kind of just get me to KC because I had a lot on my mind, and I was just really sad. And this guy was just there. And again, we weren't talking religion. We were just talking baseball. So thus I'm out here today where I will be talking baseball this summer during the Monarch season. So Mike, you're right on. It got me thinking though a little bit. And I had a little stray puppy. He was an older dog that I'd found, back in, 2008, 6, somewhere in there. And he was older, but he only had him for a couple of years till he passed. But I remember, and I believe this because we love our family members, right? We all love, our loved ones, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, wives, husbands, whatever. We obviously love them. We love our mates. We love our dear friends, people we're close to, people we went to school with or played ball with or whatever, church friends, whatever. But I think there's a lot to be learned from the love you have for an animal, for a pet. There's a lot to be learned there because I think it's a very good an earthly analogy of our Maker's love for us, because for no reason at all. I mean, this cat doesn't speak and the dog doesn't really speak. Now they do talk to us and they're part of the family, but they don't tell us, hey, mate, I'm hungry. Now they meow or bark or whatever, but in general, I had no idea what was wrong with Kitty. We had no idea, but you learn to love unconditionally when you have these pets. And it's a lot like being a parent. And you guys know that I just think it's a good example. The more I thought about it, I don't think it was I think the fact that I'm going to miss the cat, obviously, and you want to see your wife and daughter crying and upset. But I think it's my heart hurts because of how you love something unconditionally. And I think that's probably a lot like that's the thing. I think it's more that. Yeah, you're going to miss the animal and you're going to miss them not being there. But, and I look back on my time with that little dog I had, I think about him, and I'm thinking, I missed him, but it was the lesson of love that really hurt. That's what it was. And I think that's kind of what it is. And again, I'm not trying to be hokey and compare it to religion, but I think it's very similar. It's very similar. I mean, we don't listen to our maker necessarily like we should, and he still loves us anyway. Does that make sense? I mean, the dog will do what the dog does, the cat does what the cat does. We still love him anyway. It's just a real interesting feeling, because I think I think when my wife said about her heart hurt, it's because of the love you have, and that's what that special unconditional love you have for your kid it's just one of those things. I think when you lose a loved one, a family member or a good friend, you feel the same thing. But I think there's a real lesson there these animals have in the fact that they can't tell us anything more than, hey, bark and meow, but we still love them. And I think that lesson was not lost to me this weekend. So other than that, I'm going to show you guys some good stuff going on here. Now, this is a baseball stadium, but I don't only have the one key. You know what? I guess I can do that. I'm going to turn it around and see. I'll give it, if it looks a little off kilter, I'll use my phone. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and try it. Now, I'm actually facing right behind home plate. Now, you're going to turn around and go, when we turn this around, you're not going to see home plate. But they're playing women's soccer here. It's the Women's Professional Soccer League, the highest level in the country. Pretty big deal. And they're going to be playing here, and they're doing, of course, at the same time, they're renovating the suite level and all that for the baseball team and for both. They're doing all kinds of work. And so this is a construction site. Although the press area is pretty much done, pretty much. So I'm able to kind of, I came out here today to kind of survey things and start laying things around especially next week, once the soccer game's done on Monday, we can start kind of looking, okay, how are we going to do, where are we going to put things and store things? And we have to store things when we're on the road. So we have to kind of look for that. But let me show you guys this. Let me get this around to you. Oops. There we go. And that's not too bad. It's pretty decent right there. You can see that right below me to the left is where the goal box is, and that's left field. So now that corner is where the corner is. Of course, the corner right here, that's home plate, and the mound is obviously going to be right in the middle. You can kind of make it out. Can you make it out if I move it up a little higher, maybe? The mound would be right. Well, you can see it right there. It's right. It's a square right there in the middle of the screen. And that's where the mound will be. They'll have to rebuild the mound again. Of course, you can see the goals out in center field. See them out there with the center field batter's eye. They're doing a lot of work. Of course, they put some bleacher seats in the left field. And over here, you can kind of make it out a little bit. You can see more bleachers here. Also, they're working on that Legends Club. And then to my right, I'm going to move that past the panel there. Those guys are working hard right now. That's the suites right there. They're working. They've actually, if you can look, they've moved the window back, so you've actually got more space out there to put more seats and some more seats. Down below us here, these guys are scraping the top of the dugout, get that paint off, and they're going to be able to. You'll get that. They're having to scrape it all off with a sander right now. And they're scraping it off so they can repaint. And they've already done this one over here. See, it's already. Well, I got to finish it, but they've been able to work on it. They're going to be able to. There we go, sunshine there. Be able to eventually paint new sponsorship on there and all that. So, and of course, everything else. Sorry about the paint right there, but pretty good idea. I'll turn it back toward me here. There we go, right there. There we go. So that's what's going on here. But the field looks very green. It looks great, doesn't it? It looks great out there. And it's a work in progress. Again, the soccer starts next Monday, and then we start baseball. Our first game is the 18th of May, but our first spring game, preseason game is. I'll tell you real quick. Is May 9th, and our team will get here around I'm going to get here the 3rd, I believe, on a Monday. So we're getting close. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close. And so it's good to kind of just get that feeling. But again, just being in the ballpark and kind of knowing that we're going to be up here at some point. Now, granted, we're not going to be calling games for a while, but this will be the place. I'll be sitting right here. And always enjoyed that. But what do y'all got going on today? What do you got going? If you're stopping by for a moment, tell me what you're doing, what's going on. I had a really cool thing on Friday. right across the street, the Legends Mall. We had the jersey unveiling. I'll give you some of that on Wednesday because I kind of told the cat story, but I'll give that on Wednesday. There's some really cool stuff from that. But I took on the air on Friday. My wife texted me and said, "Hey, bring some more hats." So I had to bring a bag full of caps and a jersey home, and we were delivering caps to little Joey on Friday night there in Dallas. Kansas City Monarchs caps, but yeah, poor mom, you were out and about, aren't you? There, went a little early today too. So like I mentioned, I want to get this early because I want to get out of here before they do their walkthrough and get out of their way, so they can kind of make their decisions what they're going to do. Because this is obviously going to affect what they're doing. What I understand is, because they're starting so early, the soccer's not taking any chances. They're doing all kinds of social distancing and all that. So they're going to be using all the press box. That's one reason we got to keep our stuff at a distance for the time being. But what are y'all doing today? I mean, what's going on? How was the weekend? How did everybody turn out? Everything okay? It was a little cool here, a little cool in Dallas as well. A little rain both places. We're supposed to get some your Popeye's chicken sandwiches. What? Mom, you're eating Popeye's chicken Sammys? Why don't you just get some Popeye's chicken? Popeye's chicken and some red beans and rice. That's what you need to do, Mom. So there's a Popeye's there in Mishawaka? Is that what the deal is? I didn't know that. I didn't know they had Popeye's north of, I don't know, Little Rock. My fondest memories of Mardi Gras, gosh, have been 2000 maybe, 2001, 2000, I think. Went to Mardi Gras with a bunch of folks from the radio station in Dallas, and we lived on Popeye's chicken. We went and bought like the big party packs, right? And we all pitched in like $20, and we had chicken in the fridge of this condo we were staying at there in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. And we'd come in from the parades, and after we'd been out the clubs or Pat O'Brien's or whatever on Bourbon Street, we'd roll into the condo and just eat chicken all night. It was just what we did. That was Elkhart. You're in Elkhart. Okay, it's an Elkhart. I didn't know there was a Popeyes in Elkhart. Huh. Red beans and rice rocks. Big fan of the red beans and rice. Although we've become big fans of, well, obviously Cane's, but we're big fans of Chicken Express and Golden Chick, both. We like both those. As a fat kid, I missed some good fried Yardbird. Man, oh man, I missed that. Oh well. Keep hearing things moving, but the door's not moving, just the building, because the machines will kick on and off, and I'm thinking of somebody behind me, but all good. It's new. Okay. All right. So they do have those chicken Sammys, though, don't they? Yeah, because we waited in line for those, I think, and I think we waited in line when they first came out. They have a Chick-fil-A, don't they? That's over in Mishawaka too, right, Mom? Chick-fil-A. Can't be the chicken. That may be my dinner tonight. That sounds good. Or maybe the Jack in the Box grilled sourdough chicken sandwich. That's a pretty good Sammy too. Yeah, we overdid. Bob, you'll like this. We overdid the Mexican food this weekend. We did nachos on Friday at Ozona, and of course after the being at the ballpark, and then we did Fernando's on Saturday, El Phoenix on Sunday. We're home. Our year-round home is in Dallas, Texas, and we've got some of the best restaurants in the country there, and yet we would like to do. Hold on, I'm going to bring you on in just a second here. We like to eat Mexican food like 4 times. But is there anything better than Tex-Mex? I mean, I guess not. Maybe Kansas City barbecue. The folks here would tell you Kansas City barbecue. But heck, we came here. GM was here last weekend, a week ago, and we went to Ponax, which is a Mexican food place in Kansas City. Went to the place around the corner here as well that is pretty good. And we come all the way to KC. We eat Mexican food, so maybe it's just on us. Good to see you, David. Speaking of guys that know about scouting and baseball. All righty, I see Mom in the wings. She's a virtual greeter. By the way, if you want to jump on and you want to cheer me up or just chat or whatever, Here is the link. I'll put that up there for you guys. Sorry. The glare. I forget the glare here. Let's try it again before I get mom on. There we go. Let's try it again. There we go. This is put the link up there in the chat for you guys. And without further ado, let's go ahead and bring mom on, who is watching us in Indiana. Let's get her jam going. Here we go. Feel what on the inside? What are you feeling on the inside, Mom?
Oh, I'm showing her
The blanket.
a blanket, for pity's sake.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that would sound kind of weird.
Yeah, I heard that.
Y'all weren't
I heard that in
lying.
Q. I heard that in Q, but I think it went over the air. I'm like, well, that sounds a little odd.
Oh, our apologies.
Yeah. You can't trust two old women, you know.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So what's
How you
going on
been?
there?
I'm sorry about your fur baby.
Yeah, it's she was old, but it was just a real crappy end of the weekend. I mean, when one thing if maybe it began the weekend, but the end of the weekend that was. I mean, it would have been bad either way, but it was just
How
crappy.
old
And
was
then
she?
Gabe Marie thinks she was 18, but we don't know
my.
for sure. We don't know for sure, and she had been really good. I mean, she'd been rocking and rolling the last. I mean, she's been pretty good, but.
Cats can live a long time.
Yeah. There was one that Mom. Do you remember the one that lived out there on the farm for like 25 years? It seemed like that one that grandmother had.
A long time.
Yeah, I mean, like forever. It
Granddad would
was.
say way too long.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, that was the case. Yeah, that kind of sucked. But
Excuse me.
Connie's
So, you
phone's
bet.
ringing.
so you guys hit the Popeyes, huh, Mom?
Well, she came over. We always, we have wine every now and then. We used to sit in the garage, as you well know.
Every now and then.
But now we're in the house because it's going to snow tonight. It's
Yeah, it's
cold.
supposed to get some making it here too.
Yeah. But the point being, so she never. She brought Popeye's chicken, which is relatively new here.
Cool.
A sandwich, Popeye's chicken sandwich. So, and it was kind of crazy. I was out and about this morning after I had my car serviced, and I drove north of town because I had a luncheon engagement at noon, and I saw it, and it was mid-morning, so it wasn't, of course, busy, but she was able to get through at mid-afternoon, and she surprised me. I've never had a Popeye's chicken sandwich, so there you go. I
heard they're pretty good.
Yeah, well, I will say, they are thick, and they are, the crust is excellent, which is probably the most fattening part. But anyway, so we're on. She's on her second little glass of wine, on my second, and we've been talking family and situations, anyway, and my friend Sally's back in town, so some night we'll all can be on. She just got a phone call. That's why she disappeared.
I got you.
So anyway, I said, "Good grief! I've been ignoring you. I chose wine dinners over you."
Well, I started early. I started early today. So a little early as I wanted to get it over because I'm already seeing them out there walking around the field. So I'm like, I want to get I want to get out of their way so they don't. I'm not in everybody's way. But this is because they're doing the walkthrough for the soccer tonight because they have a game a week from tonight. They have a game week from tonight. They're doing a walkthrough tonight.
Is that the team? The Kansas City, does Patrick Mahomes' wife own partnership in that team?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yes. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Hello, GM. I'm on the air.
Oh, I'll go on. Okay.
Wife's not paying attention. So that's who it is. Yeah, Brandy, like her name. But she'll soon to be. Yeah, that's it. She's involved in this group, and they seem like a really sharp group. But yeah, they're going to be playing here and starting Monday. They're having the Challenge Cup, which is going on right now. It's like I guess it's a. Did I lose the video here? Looks like I did. Losing my screen here. I know, but I'm losing my screen. Let me see what came out. There we go.
Well,
Okay,
you
no,
have
there,
it
there,
on?
there. No, there it is. There's, it's good. That's good. It was just my phone. Yeah, apparently it's a pretty cool. This Challenge Cup they're doing. It's like a preseason, tournament type deal, and they put their first 2 games on the road. They'll play their first one here, but I don't know how much the schedule is going to cross over with us. But we're going to have to, we're going to be partners in this ballpark, so it's kind of cool. So anyway,
yeah. Well, hey, multi-purposing. I guess that's the name of the game. Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
So, yeah. Well. Anyway,
well,
there's Gay Marie. So
Hey, Mama Cece.
Hi. So
what are you doing, Gina?
The gang's all here.
And I'm walking the dog.
It's crazy. Connie and I were just talking about family and situations and family. Connie just found out about some half sisters that she didn't know about, twins.
Right.
And recent history, and so we were talking about family, and they live in California, and she's looking forward to getting to meet them. And anyway, her dad was quite the gentleman, but he was also quite the playboy. He was a good-looking man, very prominent, very nice-looking man. But anyway, so there you go.
There you go.
So I will. I had a long day. I was up at 7 this morning, which is rare. Had my car serviced. Can you believe after a year and a half, I've had leased my car a year in October of 2019. I only have 7,900 miles.
Yeah, I believe it.
This is only my second oil change and checkup in that year and a half.
Yeah, because nobody was going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I don't go anywhere anyway. I don't drive long distances like you guys do. So,
True.
Well, you told me yesterday you had a busy day going on.
Yeah, well, and I had lunch with one of my board members, and I went to the cleaners, went to the post office, sent your sister a care package, and went to the Council on Aging, and yada yada yada. So, and got the most important thing, I topped off the afternoon with getting my wine club from Chalet Party Shop. So there you go. I'm set to go.
You're set. You're all set, ready to go. That's good.
Friday night, I'm already going to be ahead and tell you. Connie and Sally and I are going to be at a wine tasting at 6:00, which is 5:00 there. So
we'll enjoy the wine.
About you.
We'll enjoy the wine tasting then.
Well, I need more wine, right?
Well, you got to stock the wine fridge, the new wine fridge.
Yeah, well, I've got to get Sam here to get me set up. He's a busy guy. Oh, and guess what, Danny? One of his former football players, who is in the banking, loan, or whatever business, Jarrett Settles. He came from Southern Indiana, but he was he's Jason Spriggs' friend. He was at Sam's wedding. Jason were at Sam's wedding.
A lot of folks were.
Anyway, he has business with Johnny Moore.
How funny.
Isn't that funny? And
Small world.
I think Johnny has moved to Dallas.
Yeah, it's for you folks that are stopping by. What Mom's saying is a friend of a friend. It was one of those. It was totally random. That'd be like the randomest of random, because Johnny grew up in Dallas, and the other guys from Indiana, so it was a total random of randoms there. How about that?
Yeah.
I had a random of random today too.
Yeah, and you look really nice, Gay Marie. You look all spiffed up,
like dressed for school.
Well, anyway, I'll get off and have another sip of wine and let Danny carry on. Okay. Bye.
All right. See you, Bob. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
There goes Mom right there. And we segue from Mom. I bring her music up. I didn't even get a chance to play your jams there, babe. Hold on. Let me put Mom off the screen. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to. Well, I guess I got to give you the intro too, but I don't know why yours is. There we go. It's up there. There we go. The groovy intro to the wife. There we go. There we go. So what's going on there? What's going on there?
I am walking the dog.
Oh boy, how about that?
Tutoring.
Yeah, I had to start a little early because we're going to be a walkthrough in a few minutes. So I got to get out of their way. So get out of their way. What is that noise?
the dog bag.
Oh,
What?
no,
Walking through where?
the stadium.
Oh, I didn't know you were in the stadium. Are you in your office?
Yeah? Where do you think I was? In a jail cell or?
Be Live is small. But I didn't realize that's where you were. That's cool.
Yeah, it's, yeah. All right. Well, how, anyway, I went a little early. At least the sky's blue today. It was pretty nice here too.
Yeah.
Do you want to show you? You didn't, I'll show everybody again because I showed them earlier and I'll show you. But that's what it looks like right now.
Ooh, pretty.
The soccer lines, see them?
Yeah. That's cool. I had a really crappy morning. Just all sorts of technological snafus. I think I told you about that earlier. That was a pain. And there's just something like starting off your Monday just completely frustrated. Like at every turn, like nothing was working. It was so frustrating. But yeah, I made it through the day, which is good. And I just tutored Avani. We had to finish a paper and so that's done. And I think I'm working with Josh a little later. So I have a brief respite to walk the dog and to figure out what I'm going to cook for dinner. And then.
Yeah. I didn't put anything out last night and I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I went to go grab something. I don't know, maybe Chick-fil-A. That sounds good. I don't know. We'll figure it. Well, I have to go to Target though and grab a pan. So maybe I'll grab something there to make. I don't even thaw it. There's something I told you about last week when I didn't thaw something properly and it was still raw. So.
Well, you need to put a couple of those things in the refrigerator today for the rest of the week.
Well, I'm only going to have a meal tomorrow and Wednesday because I should have a meal. Barring any kind of change, I should have a meal either on the way to the airport or in Dallas when I land on Thursday. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you need to take it out for tomorrow and Wednesday.
Yeah, I will tonight. But salmon sounds really good, but there's no way to thaw between now and 6:30.
Well, maybe you could get some fresh meat if you go to Target.
No, something, I don't know. I need to get something to put, something to bake something in. But anyway, it was just kind of a random. I started a little early because I went out of here, but I started a little early. Plus, I want to kind of check out the progress of the ballpark and kind of see what we're going to be doing, during the season and all that. So so I came out here and I thought it looks. I didn't go back and watch the old videos. The ones I watched before, the lighting always seemed okay. At night it wasn't very good, but the lighting in the daytime, there's no need for lights. I don't have any lights on me, and this is actually
wearing?
A shirt and a sweater. Why?
Oh, the gray sweater. Oh, you look cute.
I'm just wearing clothes, babe. Just wearing clothes. Fat
cute.
people clothes. Fat man clothes.
You look cute.
Thank you. But yeah, so anyway, it looks like the Wi-Fi is working pretty good here. It's actually been pretty solid. So
good. That's very good.
I'm watching the bars. I want to watch the bars and see how they were going. And they've kind of been back. No, it's not all completely done yet. So
not the same kind of bars that your mom watches?
No, not those kind of bars.
I was no. Mama CC, love you.
No, not those kind of bars. So that is what's going on, babe. That's it. And everybody's kind of driving by here. And I haven't even seen the news or anything exciting happen out in the world today. I don't even know.
I have no idea. I've been literally nose down. I mean, I went from class to writing conference to planning cum laude to paying cum laude bills to class to writing conference. Raced home because I was tutoring at 4 online, and I just finished with her.
Oh.
And I was kind of hoping Josh wasn't going to meet tonight, so I'd have a little bit of a break, but it's all good.
Well, don't forget, do not watch All American. It's recorded. So
I will not. It will be recorded. I'm waiting for that for you.
Good. All right. Well, I guess Friday we can test beers, so we'll do that. We'll have to get some new beers on Friday.
Okay.
And Wednesday, I'm not sure where I'm going to go. I'm gonna do the show from here, probably for the club on the Monarchs. I'll probably shoot it from here if the weather's not bad. If it's okay, I'll do it outside. If not, I'll do it from up here. But I gotta find a place to do the show on Wednesday evening. Maybe I don't know where I'll go. I'll have to find some place. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll find a place to do it. I'll do it somewhere live, someplace. I don't know where yet, but we'll figure it out. Maybe back here again. I don't know. Figure it out. But Oh, good. Oh, you know what, though? On Friday, I have to go from this and right into Talking Baseball. So we'll have to start a little early on Friday,
I thought
too.
you decided you were going to do talking baseball on Thursday.
No. I have to do it on Friday. Remember, because I'll be traveling. I don't know. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. So we'll figure it out. No worries.
I found a bonus bag laying on the floor.
What?
A bonus dog bag just laying about on the sidewalk.
We got turds in it. I wouldn't even pick it up.
Flat and brand new. I'm like, sweet. I'll take a bonus bag.
All right. Well, congratulations with all that. All right. Love you, sweetheart. I'm going to run so I can get packed up here and go to the house. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. There he is. My lovely wife right there. Bye, babe. There we go. That's Jen. And she stops by and checks in with us here. And there's her jam. Very groovy with the wife there. Yeah, this is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now, I mentioned this to you only because when the baseball season starts, this show will kind of be sporadic. And I mean, like really like mostly once a week, probably on Mondays, but not always. And once the season's over, we'll kick it back in. Maybe we'll work on something. I want to keep this thing going. But what I'll probably do is maybe make it once a week, and it might fluctuate. So I'll have to do a better job myself of promoting it and letting you guys know when we're on, and also create some more content. I like to eventually get to the point where we will cook live on the air, even do things like that. You know, we did the wings on the air, but we do something like that on the air, and some odds and ends like that, and maybe take it out to some fun places. So that's all in the works. Wednesday, I will be doing a Monarchs show, Monarchs Live at noon, Central Daylight Time. And then on Friday, the double dip. Now, the Talking Baseball Australia, if I can move that to Thursday, I will, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. We're going to chat with Paul here in a few minutes in Perth and see what he thinks about it. But anyway, this was good. It went a lot today. I know I kind of was a little Debbie Downer early, but I want to tell the story of what happened on our weekend. Only a few left. I'm not sure what that means. Your voice might be too tired. Just once a week. I don't know. Oh, you're talking about a few? Yeah, a few more weeks. But yeah, we've already been kind of moving the show around a little bit based on our schedule. So I'm actually going to look and see, because I know the game times now, and obviously doing a show from 5 to 6 on a game day is possible. Only problem is I also do a show about 6:30 or 6:20 to about 6:40, and we're on the air for the radio after that. So I don't know how that's going to work. We might be able to do it from 4:30 to 5:30, but I think the best thing to do is pick out one day a week where it works. And I think Monday is probably the best day. Not every Monday, but most Mondays will be good. And maybe doing it at 4:30 on a Monday, or maybe even when work, because those are off days for us. Maybe the days we're not traveling, do it from someplace fun. I don't know. Or if we only do a handful of shows this summer and we get back to a groove back in the fall, that's fine too. We'll do what we can do. You know, eventually we're gonna be overseas at some point. And we're gonna do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do then. That'll be. See, 5 o'clock will be 6 a.m. Oh gosh, a little rough. Okay, that's all I got for today. We're back on Wednesday. I'm not sure where. We'll do something. I might do something with some wings. I've been invited to a couple of places that have some good wings here. Maybe we'll go and try the wings at some place. So maybe we'll do that. Something along those lines. Again, was a good weekend, a great weekend. I want to show you guys on Wednesday. I'm going to also play you guys the Men of Nehemiah from yesterday at church at Park Cities Baptist. These guys rock. I mean, these are some guys that in general you would think these guys are going to be the kind of guys that can sing and entertain, but they are. It just shows you that it's not the book by its cover, okay? And these guys were phenomenal. They have a great story, and I really look forward to giving that to y'all on Wednesday. And then at some point Friday, we will do a little beer sampling and all that. We might even, who knows, we'll figure it out. But again, thanks for indulging me. It was a bit, like I said, up and down weekend, great times, but also ended very sad. I've being at the ballpark helps my soul, helps me feel better. And much love to my wife and to Caroline and to enjoy them all out in Lubbock. Much love to all you guys. I mean, again, like I said earlier, losing anything, a loved one is always hard. I mean, for the family, but I think the thing that's come to me most is the reason it feels different is because I think the kind of love you have for those animals, because it is unconditional. They don't speak to you, they don't tell you, they don't write you a note, and they don't break the law or call you with, hey, I need some more money. They just kind of go about their business and love you and trust you. I think that's where your heart hurts a little bit. But hey, let's be better tomorrow than we were today. Let's continue to get better. Let's continue to show love and empathy and virtual hugs to all y'all. Miss y'all. Hope mom enjoys a chicken sandwich. Thanks to my mom, to Connie, to my lovely wife, and to you folks who stopped by either for 30 seconds or the entire show. Glad you guys stopped by. We're here at least at the moment, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we'll kind of be I'll have to keep you guys informed, won't I? All right, we'll do that. But if you set your button that says, hey, notify when Dan goes on the air, you don't have to worry about it. If I go on the air at 3 a.m, which I won't, but if I did, be notified, right? Okay, I love you guys. We'll see you all on Wednesday. We'll do something fun, and we'll rewind the good part of Sunday and show you a little bit of that. And who knows what will come up between now and then. Something will come up between now and then I'll think of something. All right. Much love to y'all. Thanks for joining me. See you on Wednesday.